Hello folks and welcome back to the Vertigo Tea Party and the Let's Play The Witcher 2. I will have a refresher at the beginning of this series. Just a quick note, and I'm going to make a video about this, but I've had the idea that every 7 videos or so I want to kind of do a refresher at the beginning of these long series, so that folks who haven't been able to keep up, they tend to fall behind and then just stop the series altogether. The idea is that every 7 episodes or so, I give you guys kind of a refresher as to what's been going on, so that, again, if you miss a week or something, you can just pick it back up and go forward from there. So right now, Witcher has showed up in this new town. I've forgotten the name of it. Vargren, I know, great refresher, right? Starts with a V. But basically, he has shown up in this town, and of course, just as he shows up, bad things are happening. It's under siege because different people are wanting the throne because the king has been murdered. Well, just as he arrives, a holy man gets killed on an ancient site, which causes some mist to come out of the ground, and lots of undead start attacking. He helps to escort some of the folks out of that area, and later on there is a war council meeting deciding, okay, what we're going to do about the undead. What are we going to do about these invading forces? Well, of course, Geralt will be stuck with figuring out how to resolve this undead situation, since that's kind of what he does. Well, the other side of that, and by the way, I'm also going to be clicking on these quests so that you can pause, because there is story background. So if you guys want to pause to read some of these, you can. So as the War Council was ending, one of the major players in the conversation gets poisoned. And now Geralt has to find all the ingredients to help her, basically get her over the poison, cure her poison, in other words, or she will die. One of the sorceresses that he's met is actually working on the cure. So now, not only does he have to find the cure, or the ingredients for this cure, the ingredients for the cure of the poison, he also has to figure out what's causing this undead rise and how to stop it. Now, we've gotten one ingredient. We have gotten the mushroom from in the caves. Now, in the caves, we also found some hives which were spawning these creatures. So we need to go back in there with a special honeycomb grenade, I think it is, and blow those up. There's also some side quests let's see, where is it? In fact, I'm thinking about doing this one, where young men are disappearing, and the name of the town is Vergen. Man, I hope this is not a habit. I can't talk straight. Anyway, so yeah, young men are going missing. So he needs to find that as well. And obviously, we have our quest for poker and dice as well. So with that said, I'm actually going to run around town and sell some stuff, and I'll pick you guys up when I find something new and interesting. All right, folks, doing some shopping, and I found these diagrams for these robust meteorite swords. Sorry, my cord's getting caught up in my thing. Anyway, so my silver sword is garbage. It's 12 to 19 damage, and I found these 3 recipes for robust meteorite silver swords. The robust blue and yellow do 29 to 33 damage. The blue one gives bonus damage to signs. The yellow one generates additional adrenaline, which we don't even have yet. And, sorry, I don't know why I'm breathing so hard. But the red one does it does higher low damage, but it has higher max damage. Wow, did that make any sense? But it has a chance of instant kill 1%, which, not great, but whatever. That's kind of unimportant. However, if you look at the price, the yellow sword, which generates additional why can I not talk today? Which generates additional adrenaline, is 181. I'm sorry, 211. The red one, which is the insta kill, is 181, and the yellow or the blue, which does damage or bonus damage for signs, is 500. I do not understand that at all. I mean, it sucks for you if you're really into signs, but I'm actually going to buy the diagram for the red meteorite silver sword because I have the mats as well. And it's the cheapest, which is weird because it's the one I want the most. None of this other stuff I'm really that interested in. But yeah, I'm just going to keep looking around. I'm assuming these harpy traps are going to come into play at some point. But yeah, that's all I'm buying for right now. I'll pick you guys up if I buy anything else and when I craft the sword.
Swords.
Actually, this is the same guy who crafts, so I'm going to go ahead and have him make this robust sword for me. Where is it? Robust. Red meteorite sword. Make sure everything is right. And of course, I don't have the... I thought I had... What is this? Silver ore? Damn it. I need 3 more silver ore. I probably have in the bank. Sorry, I'll pick that up and I'll come back. Okay, very quickly, I'm also going to buy diagrams for the Essence of Water and Elemental Stone. I need those to make fire runes, which is my basic rune of choice for weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and buy those. I don't have the gargoyle hearts needed for Elemental Stone. Sorry, I also bumped the mic. And I'm just all over the place today. Sorry, I'm sucking ass today. But yeah, I'm going to buy that. Those are both pretty cheap, 120 something orange a piece. However, I'm pretty damn low. Hopefully, I get rewarded for some of the things that I've been doing. But anyway, let's see what this armor of Bernard are. I've actually wrote down all my armor pieces because it doesn't let you compare from in here. Well, I guess I could... No, because it doesn't show up because it's what I'm wearing. Which is a bit silly, I have to say the least. But this actually does look comparable. The armor I'm wearing is plus 14. This is plus 16. It's only plus 40 vitality on this new armor. And my one I'm wearing now gives me 65. There's only 2 slots as well. I think they'd be pretty damn close. And that's 1,200 orans. So I can't afford it anyway. So anyway, I'm going to go pick up the rest of my silver ore. I'm going to head to the crafters, get that sword made. I'll pick you up then. Okay, folks. Well, here's the deal. Turns out that I'm down 2 silver ores before I can make that sword. I could buy them, but it would pretty much wipe me out. So the only other thing that I did was I did actually switch out my trophies. I did switch to back to the Carrion trophy. I lose 5 armor, but I gain 50 vitality, and I feel like that is much more useful. What I am going to do is use this fire rune, which again, it gives me 5% extra damage, in resistance to incineration 20%, and incineration plus 20%. And going to use it on this steel sword. So that is permanently in there, as we discovered earlier. Now, these guys looked a little shady. I was going to go turn in this hunting magic, but these guys looked a little shady, so I wanted to see what's going on.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
May enter your mom tonight, bitch. Alright, fine. Well, then never mind. I'm just going to go turn this quest in, I guess. Where am I heading? Okay, go in, left, and back around. Glad to be getting back to this. I meant to play it again. I'd hoping to actually have it beat by now, but as always, I got distracted by other things. Oh, hey. Oh. Oh no, I think she's under attack. Damn. Disappointed much, Geralt? I know I was. Damn.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
Leashed?
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant.
Oh.
An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way.
I bet she is.
It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
Well, I am now. Wow. Oh. I can't remember if we talked to her about these, so we were going to go ahead and do these.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting rebellion in Aedirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Aedirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Aedirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kaedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the Valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Did you catch all that? I sure did not.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
Bigger horn? Seriously.
Have you heard about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the wild hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True, the phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
Know how to remove a tattoo?
No
There's
kidding.
a cure for everything, except stupidity. I'll need some green mold, white myrtle petals, and wolf's aloe.
I'll be back once I've found the ingredients.
I need to write those down. But yeah, that tattoo is awful. We need to get it off. The sooner the better.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirn, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding 2 will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area. Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevizig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to her.
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my neck.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
I'll look for those artifacts. I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Damn it, don't kick me out. I wasn't ready. New quest phase. Hatred symbolized. Talk to Cecil. Burden. Okay. New death, new phase. Death symbolized. Talk to Cecil Burden. Okay. All right, let's talk
You
to her
wanted
again.
to discuss something?
I found an immortelle.
Excellent.
Wow. Thanks for the reward.
In magic or danger.
What?
You wanted to discuss...
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevisig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start. I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him.
Okay, I think she had one or two other things. Talk to the townsfolk about magical locations.
You wanted to discuss something?
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Voltest's killer. Perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
BBK in the
Not
teeth.
good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
I never heard of flying women before.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
The face models and textures look pretty good. Not, great. I'd say pretty darn good, though. She definitely lacks, like, emotion when she's speaking. Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Cynthia, a mage in training. Philippa is my mentor.
My condolences.
Ha!
No need for that. True, she's a demanding mistress, but she can also be charming. Besides, she's the best there is, Witcher. She has no equals, excepting perhaps the old elven sorceresses. You should see her cast spells. Light and graceful she is. Not like that old tart de Tanzerville.
Now.
Just out of curiosity, how much does a magic course cost these days?
I'm certain you can't afford it, Witcher. Besides, you're too old.
No matter. I have a few of my own tricks as it is.
You mean Witcher's signs? Philippa can conjure up the illusion of a garden full of flowers, fruit trees, and young elves of both sexes copulating merrily all the day. And the illusion is complete. The flowers have an aroma. The fruit and she-elves are juicy.
Invite me over the next time she conjures up this garden. I'd gladly see it. Professional curiosity.
Possibly participate.
Naturally. But I doubt Philippa's in the mood for complicated illusions. She focuses all her efforts on Saskia.
And getting back massages.
You know Sheila?
I've seen her cast spells. I've seen all the great sorceresses at work. Sheila's quite manly in her style.
Hey now.
Precise, logical, exceptionally composed. But she lacks grace and suppleness.
Is that your opinion? Or are you just repeating what Philippa says?
We agree in our assessment. Triss Marigold, on the other hand, is talented. But she lacks determination, courage, and a certain cold willfulness that seems necessary.
Run her down.
That's interesting.
Kira Metz and Margarita Lo Antiel are both blasé, seemingly resigned. One's a hedonist and nymphomaniac. The other cares only about her school. They lost enthusiasm for magic long ago. Then there's Francesca Finderbear. Nobody really knows what the old she-elf is capable of. But she's clearly very powerful.
I take it Philippa has none of these flaws, but she must have some weakness.
Ambition. Infinite, boundless, and burning like the Korath Desert.
So is it cheating if he does, like, if he has sex with illusions? How do I do that thing with my medallion? I thought it was space. Wait. Oh, wait. Alright, well, whatever.